Hey everybody, and welcome to another new Beatles Finds video. I'm pretty sure that everything I've shown here I have not shown in past videos. I say that because I'm noticing more and more I'm forgetting what I've shown or have not shown. And, I go back now and then and look at the old videos to see, but I didn't bother this time. I'm pretty sure these are all new. If you've seen a couple of them already, enjoy them again. Okay, to start with, I'm going to show an item, Paul McCartney item that I received, and it's over there on top of my record case. Okay, right back here on my shelf, I managed to find a good place for it too, is 1993 Paul McCartney Off the Ground display. I was given the opportunity to acquire this item by my Talk More Talk show co-host, Kit O'Toole. Thanks again, Kit, for the opportunity to get this. Much appreciated. Okay. So now, continuing on, here's an item I got a while ago, and it was sent in here by one of my viewers, and he sent me a nice note here. He was saying he started watching my Beatles videos for about 4 years ago now, and would appreciate my opinion on these prototype White Album coasters. And there's the back. He says he's a graphic designer and Beatles fan from the Buffalo, New York area, and was trying to maybe put these on Etsy someday, not sure, and would like to know my opinion. Well, I think they're really cool, I'll tell you the truth. His name is John, and if anybody wants some more information, maybe he can join in here in the comments below. Okay, let me take this out here and show you exactly what we've got here. Okay, starts out Beatles White Album, and you can see there are deliberate, I assume, coffee stain designs there. All right, and then when you open it up here, you get the coasters. Now, I wonder if I should try to take them out. I don't really want to take it out because I haven't taken them out yet. They look to be clear and just square. They're just square, clear with the pictures on them. I think they're very nice looking and very impressed. So it was hard to get them out of there. I didn't want to destroy them. They're really wedged in there, and I don't want to undo the set. I'm not going to use them as coasters. I'm going to keep it like this. So thank you for the gift. All right. Next up, got a few items from the Paul McCartney one-on-one tour that was fairly recent, a couple of years ago. This being a Paul McCartney one-on-one guitar clock. You can see there's the hands there, no numbers on the clock, but you got a battery in the back. This is kind of made of a foamy material. It looks much better from a distance than it is when you get it up close. When you get it up close, you can see these are made out of foam, like the kind of styrofoamy type of 3D pop-out letters. I think this is really cool. I'm going to keep it in the shrink wrap as a kind of collectible. I'm not going to use it on the wall as a clock, I don't think. But you never know what's going to happen in years to come and as I get a bigger place. Alright, so that's that. Now, sticking with that theme of the one-on-one for a minute, here's, I guess, tour pass. I don't know what you call these, but you hang them around your neck to show you're one of the team, or so on. No entry to venue without ticket, no backstage access, not for sale. Not for sale, huh? Think again. They are. Okay, here's a Brooklyn, New York, Paul McCartney one-on-one 2017, section VIP, row best, seat premium. So this here seems to be a premium VIP pass. This limited edition ticket is for commemorative purposes only. Okay. Suit yourself. Alright, also, sticking one more time with that theme we've got here, Tour 2017, tote bag, Paul McCartney, one-on-one. This will be very handy, actually, to carry my records in if I want to keep this in the car. One of my friends out there, you know who you are if you're watching this video, he told me that this is pretty good to keep with you on like days in the cold or the heat, especially, I guess, in the summertime when you're shopping for records. You can put your records in here in the trunk of the car and keep them safe. Alright, now here's an item I got a while ago, and as I say, I don't know if I showed this or not before. I really think I may have, but I might have shown it only in a video where I was actually at the gig, you know, the market. And this is a photograph, and you recognize it. It's from the sessions for the so-called McCartney 2 album cover. And the reason I bought this was simply because I thought it was so cool, because he's wearing the t-shirt, which we don't know from looking at the McCartney 2 album cover, that says the Ozark Mountain Daredevils, and they got a 1970s hit called Jackie Blue, which is one of my favorite hit tunes from the 70s. I feel like I've shown this thing a lot of times, but I picked this up recently. Might have already had it, I don't even know. It's a Ringo tour program from the 2000 tour. And as I say, after a while, folks, you really don't know how much of this stuff you have already or not. You could try Chronicle and everything. We had Jack Bruce, we had Eric Carmen on this tour. I'm pretty sure I went to this tour. And all the dates listed. So, okay. Next up, I have a few Russian LP albums here, which I'm happy to show you. This is the John Lennon Plastic Ono Band Russian album. I like the way the back has the song titles here, and you can see, you know, there, if you zoom in, they're in English and Russian. And the original album of this just had John's picture on the whole cover, but here you get the songs as well on the side, which wasn't part of the original album. And there's the familiar red label, familiar I should say, to fans who collect these Russian type albums. Now, I have a couple more. I'm not really sure if the labels are going to be the same, so we'll just check them all out. Okay, now this is John Lennon's Imagine album, and that's how it looks, the front cover. Standing up that way, he's not lying down that way, he's like facing forward, upright. And if the label's the same, no, this is a different label. I was going to say I wouldn't bother showing it if it was the same, but that's interesting. It's a little different. Now, my personal favorite, as the old Mystery Train rolls along, my favorite of these is the next one. I just like the cover, and I've seen other people showing this within the vinyl community, and I'm glad I got a hold of it. And it's the first solo McCartney album in Russia. Now, what I like about it especially is the back cover. Love the yellow scheme there, the tint. Love that title. Is that McCartney in Russian? McCartney in Russian should still be McCartney, shouldn't it? Kind of strange. I don't know what it is, but song titles listed again. And this one we have yet a different label. So at least we have different labels to show here. Okay, but these labels here, like this one in particular, is very common to the Russian albums. I have, you know, Russian Beatles albums, a group, and those are largely what you have. Okay, I like to try to talk about the next item so we don't get too bored as I go along here. All right, next up, I figured I'd pick this up because it was very cheap, and it's a sealed copy of McCartney's 1984 album, Give My Regards to Broad Street. Has the hype sticker, and, you know, my goal is to, if I could possibly collect every album sealed, that's great. So, I'm happy to have this. All right. The final item here, and last, and a lot of people would say least. Usually you say last but not least. No, this time I think I may say last and least, but your mileage may vary, is this album, and it's also sealed. I just think it's cool. I don't usually come across these sealed. It's the disastrous movie from 1978, the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band movie, but it's got these really cool pipe stickers on there, and I notice it says poster in there, so there's a poster within the treasure here to be sealed and unveiled if you want, but I'm going to probably keep it sealed, and I believe I have a playing copy in case I ever want to hear it, but there's a couple of fun tracks on here, more than a couple. Anyway, that's it, folks. I hope to do a vinyl finds of all kinds recently. I got a lot of stuff for that. I haven't made one of those in such a long time that I've built up a bunch. So thanks everybody for watching, and stay tuned for the others. More to come.